Well, hello there everyone and welcome back to ZomBo and Gaming. I am ZomBo Skater, sick ZomBo Skater. There is some crappy crud going around and I have been sick for like 2 weeks straight now, if you can't tell by my voice. But we're gonna push through this. So, this is Aska. So basically think like a medieval dynasty Valheim, more specifically BellWright Valheim. So if you haven't played BellWright or Medieval Dynasty or even Valheim, you'll have no idea what I'm talking about. Basically, this is a city builder, NPC management, open world survival, take on bosses, RPG-ish kind of game. There's a lot of elements to this. Basically, what we want to do is we're going to get into this game and we're going to create a town that we're going to spawn villagers into, and then the villagers are going to do all the grunt work and the stuff that I don't really want to do, like gathering and crafting and whatnot, for us. And so then we can go off and do all the fun things, like exploring. But of course, it's one of those things where it's not that simple. You can't just automatically get it all going. You have to work hard at it. It is kind of a grindy game. But once you get your villagers going and you get some good villagers, then the sky is the limit kind of deal. So we're going to take kind of like an hour-long look at this. I have played quite a few hours of this in the past 2 days in multiplayer with Big Red Jeep. But we're just going to do this solo today. We might start a new map for multiplayer and play with Big Red Jeep. But without further ado, my voice is hurting. I'm going to go get some water, and then we're going to get into some character customization and get on into this. Oakley dokley. Let's go ahead and say new game. We are going to go with a custom game because I want to be able to actually play this and not get absolutely decimated by all the enemies. So let's go ahead and name this new game Tubes of You. Tubes of You. All right, there we go. We'll just leave the seed. It's procedurally generated. If you played Valheim, basically there's a whole island, and even though certain things on the island are going to appear not necessarily in the same place, but certain spots are going to have certain resources kind of thing, right? But the terrain is going to be procedurally generated every single time. So there we go with that. Let's go into customize our character. So we basically have a few choices on faces and hair and things like that. And then we can go into, I missed it, customize. And then we can go into the body and we can change just basically colors and tattoo styles and whatnot. We are just going to take on this character right here. Let's go into world. Terrain aspect. This determines how rocky or smooth the landscape is. We are going to go with smooth just because it's going to make it easier to show stuff in the game. Determines landscape highest and lowest point. We're just going to go with a flat world because once again, it's going to be easier to showcase things in the game for this first hour. And then maybe in the next episode, we'll start all over again, but with a, you know what? No. You know what? Let's just go with normal. Let's just go with normal. Screw it. We're going with normal. We're going to start in spring. We're going to make a maximum length a year. That means we're going to get the most time possible to play this game before having to like get into dreaded winter time. We are not going to worry about the weather. We'll let it be day length. So this right here, if I extend this, there's no just going between day and night cycle. It's just the entire day-night cycle together. So if you extend this, both your night and your day are going to be extremely long. But obviously, the longer you can make this, the more time you get in game before like winter and stuff like that. So we're just going to go with an extended day. Structure decay, we'll just go with low so that we won't have to worry about rebuilding our structures. Difficulty, we are just going to leave all of this. We're going to put bears on low because I don't want to deal with them. But wolves aren't too bad. We may die a bunch, but that's absolutely fine. And we're going to leave the monsters exactly where they are. We'll just deal with them as they come. So let's just go ahead and say start. On another beach, another crashed boat. Jesus. Look at this giant dude. Dude, my voice is horrible too, guy. Hey, go away. Go away. I don't want to see you again. So we have basically been resurrected on this beach. Looks like we were in a shipwreck and our whole crew died. We are Vikings. Now we need to kind of reset Viking kingdoms by, spawning in all of these villagers via magic. So the first thing you're going to notice is here on the beach in the shipwreck, we're going to have a few little items. And I'm going to butcher all of these names. I don't know if it's Jotun or Wotan, but I thought Wotan started with a W, so I don't know how you pronounce J's, like Mjolnir. And so maybe it's Jotun. I don't know. I don't know what these things are. But we're on a beach. We're stranded. We got some stuff and things. Typical fashion of any of these kind of games, you want to go around and get wood and sticks and thatch and fiber and all that stuff and things, right? And then there's food like this right here. So let's go over the HUD. Top in the middle, you've got your compass. So we can see, like right here, it's pointing at the shipwreck. We have a map so we can zoom out. And the map is a lot bigger than what it's looking like right here. We have to go off and explore and uncover the fog of war kind of deal. And then to the right, it tells us it's spring, the time of day, the temperature, and it's a really weird temperature. I don't understand it. 5.38, meh. And then we've got 0 villagers. You can see the mini-map, how many days we've survived, that it is currently sunny. And speaking of which, I never looked to see if there's, there's an actual sun right there. Very nice. To the bottom right, you can see we've got 2 little emblems there that I believe are going to be whatever tools in our hand, and then whatever's in our offhand. And then you can also see we've got tool tips, so we can hit space to jump. If we're moving forward, we hit left shift, we're going to roll. If we hit control, we're going to crouch. And then we've got a light attack, and then a heavy attack. And then we can block. Of course, we don't have anything to block with, so that's not going to work. And then if we hold V, we can wave. I think we can wave. Can we wave? Hello. Yeah, wave. All right. Yay. Yay. Welcome to the game. Okay, on the bottom left, Z is going to be our most famous key. This key is going to be amazing. Look at this. I can hit Z, and we can see all this thatch that's right here. We can see muscles that are on these rocks here. And so Z is going to be our friend to find everything. I is going to go into our inventory, which kind of gives us some quick stats on some various skills. We don't actually level up any of our skills. They just naturally progress and level up the more we do certain things. And then I believe all of our base stats will eventually go up based on armor and tools, and I think maybe the proficiencies. And then we can see statuses, so I'm hydrated and I'm fed. So that lets you know we're going to have to eat and drink in the game. We've got small items, medium items, and large items. And then here's all of our equipables. So that is our inventory in a nutshell. B is going to be our build menu. This is pretty much where we're going to do everything outside of being in workshop stuff. So we can make rope, stone blades, and then all our tools. And then some simple basic structure things. We can level terrain, which is kind of cool. So this is going to make everything nice and flat surface for us to build on. Also, if you put a building down, sometimes it will tell you to level the building before you can build it. And then we've got our weapons way over here, which is kind of weird that it's all the way at the end, almost like fighting isn't like the biggest part of this. We've already shown the map. And then H gets us into a massive little thing talking about all of our just different stuff that is available in the game, various info on blueprints and whatnot. There are kind of sort of a questy line thing, right? So we click on Thor here. He's the god of combat. And then we can see I need to kill a wisp, I need to kill a wight, a wolfer, a skeleton, and a dragar. Dragar? I have no idea how you pronounce this. And then it'll get us rewards. Like when we get down here, we'll get like various hairstyles and stuff like that. So that's all that. And then, of course, escape with pause menu. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get on into surviving. I have been yammering on for far too long, and my throat is killing me. We need food. Certain food can just be eaten right away. It does not need to be cooked. We can come over here and talk to these little wisdom wisps. Think of this as like the Raven in Valheim or various games that you always see, like the kind of little wispy. So he says, press B to open the build menu and build a simple fire. You can find it under the bushcraft category. The simple fire burns out and disappears when all the fuel is used. It requires 4 fiber and 6 stickies. And also I can come over here and I can say R to dismiss it, so it'll just go away. So if we hit Z, we can come up here and get some reeds. And we're going to gather a whole bunch of these because rope is going to become a big thing in this game. So I'm going to gather a bunch of these reeds since we're down here at the beach, and then I'll meet you for the next item we're going to gather. Okay, so my inventory is now full of what I believe are, yes, medium-sized items. So before we can go on and gather some other stuff, what we want to do is we want to clear up our inventory. Now, various items in the game allow you to craft inside your inventory or on the ground. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop one of these pieces of thatch so we can deal with it on the ground. But then also, if you hold shift and then left click, you notice I'm starting to get fiber from it. So you don't necessarily need to break items down on the ground, kind of a la Scum, if you've ever played Scum. But you also can, if you look at the thatch here, we've got the option to pick up with E, hold R to harvest, or T to pick up multiple if they're on the ground. So if I hold R to harvest, you can see I am breaking this down, and then now we have fibers on the ground. So there's multiple ways to get different items. So our next item is going to be these right here, stones. So stones initially, just like every game, until we get a pickaxe, we're going to have to find them on the shore. So we'll do that. And then obviously I have a whole bunch of reeds here as well. I still want to get more and more of the thatch to get fiber. So those are the stones. And then we can see one of the other items right here, this blue stone here. We started off with these 5 Wotan blood, however you pronounce this. I should probably get on the internet and figure this out. These are going to be given to the Eye of Odin, and these are what we're going to use to spawn in our villagers. So eventually, these are going to become very important for us to start collecting. But if we walk up to it, you can see that I don't have the pickaxe to harvest them. But this will give us large stone, regular stones, and the blood shards as well. And then we've got all of our trees here, which are going to require an axe. But right next to the tree, you've got a dwarf spruce. So if I gather this is going to give us the sticks that we need. So that's going to be our kind of basic resources, along with this white one right up here, which is going to be flax. So flax is also going to give us fibers if we don't want to break the the thatch down. So here we go. So let's go ahead and go on into our inventory, and we're going to go ahead and break the thatch down, and then we're going to go into B. And before we even start making any kind of campfires or anything, we're going to go ahead and go on in here and craft up our rope. And we're just going to make as much of this as possible, because we're really not going to use fibers for much of anything other than crafting rope. So bam, there we go. And look at this. You can see I've got crafting 1. So what I did a little bit ago, I took a picture. So you can see now we have crafting down here. We are level 1. And I'm going to look at my phone real fast because I took a picture, and I want to see if as we go up in stats, that's weird. That one is now lower than it was before. This is also lower than it was before, probably because we don't have the well-fed buff and the well-hydrated buff. Interesting. So these didn't seem to up any of these at all. Getting that crafting level didn't seem to up our base stats. So that's going to be interesting to see what really levels that up. Okay, so I need to go around and get a bunch of all the materials. And then this right here, you can kind of see this gray is the water. And then here's our land, and here's a forest area. We're going to kind of come up to maybe about here. And we're going to try and find a nice flat area to build our base on. And these wisps will just keep spawning back even if we dismiss them, which is kind of annoying. It's the tutorial. It's going to tell us what we need to do. Here we go. We've got some stone piles right here. Once again, need a pickaxe. So let's see. Let's kind of get up the hill here and see if we got a... This isn't too bad. There is a lot of pieces and parts to building your village. So while this would be a nice starter stuff and things area, it is nowhere near enough space for what we're going to want. So I need to find kind of a relatively flat piece of land, which this might not be too bad. We don't want to be too far from the water, which we're kind of getting a ways away from the water. But we also don't want to be like at the water's edge. We want to be kind of in what they call the Goldilocks zone, which is going to give us lots of forest, lots of water. Here's another resource right here. Berries. Oh, and you saw some onions on the ground as well. So there's various ways to heal in this game. And if I can hold Z, we'll get this onion, and then we're going to take a look at these 2 items in our inventory here. So onions, prepare to shed some tears of culinary joy, a healing veggie. So we can heal with onions, and then this is just going to be a little bit of water and a little bit of hunger from the berries, which we greatly need right now, obviously. Oh, this isn't too bad of an area. See, the slope makes it very difficult. Oh, we got our buddy rabbits. These little shits right here. Let's hold control. So control is going to be used to kind of sneak up on things. These buddies will steal items from all your resources. It's absolutely annoying. Okay, I'm going to go around and try and find a decent area for us to build our base. Oh, we've got another one of our resources here. So we've got garlic, which is another healing food. And then right next to it is a fallen bird's nest. If you ever played 7 Days to Die, the bird's nest is going to give us feathers and sometimes eggs to eat. So there's another one of our resources. And, ooh, this looks like it might be a good spot here. Okay, gathering level 10. Did that boost any of our stats? It sure as hell didn't. All right. Okay, oh, look at this. This might be a perfect area right here. Oh, this is nice. We've got to watch out for wolf dens. Oh, and we also have to watch out for, like, big skeletons and stuff like that. But this might be a decent area. It's close to the water. We've got quite a few various spots where we can, like, build stuff. We're not going to worry about making some, like, super perfect base, like where everything's laid out super detailed. We are just going to splay things down where we find appropriate. So let's see, where do we want to put our initial base? I mean, yeah, look at this. We can take this whole entire area. So we want our campfire over here. I think we're going to build over here first. So let's find kind of a central location, say right here. We're going to hit B, and we're skipping the fact that we need tools for the time being. Let's go ahead and build this. And this is basically you put down a blueprint, and then we're going to come in here and say R to supply resources, and bam, there we go. Now if we open up the menu of this, we've got various options here. We can dismantle it, or we can come in here and we can add upgrades. So the upgrades are going to improve not only the storage capacity of things, but the ability of its decay or hit points so enemies can't destroy them, and also sometimes gives more options for things that you can do at them. So let's go ahead and build this. And now we can, I think if I look at this here, I can say Q, and now you can see in the top left here, we need stones and we need sticks. So we can say R to supply, and now we need 4 more sticks and 1 more stone. So I'm going to go off and about and gather some more resources. Oh, we've got our first enemy here. This little stick monster dude. Oh, God. Oh, he's going to hurt me. Oh, yeah, give him some hard punches, knock his ass out. Yes, there we go. And this little dude, if we hit Z, you can see he's gave us a bunch of fibers. So if we long hold T, he also, did he give us some sticks? No, he just gave us fibers. Okay, I need a couple more stones. Do I see any more stones on the ground? Here we go. Oh, there's another enemy here. You know what? Let's go punch these dudes, and then we'll get our... Hiya! 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 Oh, yeah, hard hit. Oh, God, we're getting attacked. Oh, God. Oh, let me roll. Oh, God. Oh, I'm getting hurt. Oh, I'm going to die before we even get started. Oh, I'm out of stamina. That's why. Oh, give me my stamina back. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, get wrecked. Oh, my God. We're so losing all of our stamina. Oh, God. Get my stamina back. Here we go. Oh, too many enemies. I'm so weak. Oh, there we go. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, I hear another one. No, run away, run away, run away. We can't deal with this. I mean, we're half health. We got enough health, but let's run away a bit. Oh, here's some water, by the way. We can drink from this and or gather in our water skin. They will naturally refill themselves, which is nice. Okay, let's get back up the hill here. You can see on our mini compass there that we can see the campfire. I think we should have enough to finish this. You can see we have 8 out of the 1 stone. We need 10 out of the 4 sticks, so bam. No, I wanted to supply. There we go. So now we have our campfire. So now if we look at this, we can impact this by cover that protects your fire from the elements, and then the gods curse those who consume raw flesh, so we can actually cook. So we're going to go ahead and build the cover next. And so bam, there we go. We're going to pin that recipe, and we have pretty much everything but bark. So what we're going to need to do is we need to go ahead and make a pickaxe and whatnot. So we'll hit B. We're going to go in here and let's see. Can we make some more rope? Oh, my God. We can make a whole bunch of rope. This is very, very nice. I like it. And my throat is killing me if you can't notice. And we're going to need some stone blades because we need to use those in order to make all of our tools. So now we can go into the tool section and we're going to make a stone axe. And we're going to make a stone pickaxe. And then eventually, we have enough sticks for that. So there's our hammer. We need 1 more stone blade to make the knife. And we're going to need 2 stone blades and some more sticks for the hoe. So that is all good. So your tools. Okay, so your tools will automatically be used whenever you hit R to harvest something. Your tools will just get pulled up. So you don't necessarily have to have them on your hotbar in a certain way. But I like to have them on my hotbar in a certain way just so I can use them. Oh, I want to put my water bottle down there. And then we're going to put our hammer, like, say, right here. We can take all of our food out of our hot bar here, except for this one. Let's put down there. So we've got some seeds, too, from gathering berries and flax. We can hit number 9 in order to eat from here, or we can just come right into our inventory and just left-click in our inventory to get some food back up. We want to make sure to eat that onion and that garlic in order to get some of our heals going on. And now you can see we have a small burst heal, a winter's cough cure. Oh, man, I need that right now. And then we got another small burst, which is nice. So, okay, now that we have some tools, we can come over to some of the smaller trees now. We can't get some, I think this one is too big. Yeah, see, we need a better equipment for it. But we can come up to this one, and I can long hold R. And I don't know if when trees fall, if they injure you, but so far I haven't. But you will get injured as you're harvesting. Yeah, see, it didn't hit us. So you will get injured occasionally while you're harvesting things. These stumps require your pickaxe, but the stumps are going to give us firewood so we can put it into our campfire to keep the campfire going. And there you go. You can see that right there. And we'll long hold T there to grab all of that. And so now we've got our log on the ground, so we'll chop the log. And this is going to give us long sticks, bark, and I think occasionally firewood and resin. So there we go. There's our resin. That'll be used for lighting like the little small torches that we put down and for making our own torches. And here's some stickerinos, so we'll grab those. You always have to hit Z in order to find everything on the ground. But so then we can take these long sticks, and we can break these long sticks down even farther. And this should hopefully give us the bark we need in order to complete our campfire. So there's that. Here's some more firewood and some more sticks. Eventually, we are going to run out of space in our inventory, I think. Let's just go ahead and pick this up. We're going to bring this over to our campfire with us because we may need it for building our shelter. So we can only carry one large thing at a time, which is absolutely fine. So, bam, let's put this in here. And now you can see this is the first time we are going to need a hammer. We can't, oh wait, we do have our hammer. So we can now hold E and it's going to build this. The NPCs will start filling up the materials needed and build this stuff. It's freaking awesome. But we are not at that point yet. So now we have an improved campfire. And before, you know what, let's go ahead and T, and we're going to get this going. So now we don't necessarily have to build this. We can move on to the next item of business and deal with this later. So let's see. I think we're going to put all of our shelters on this side. So we'll start with mine. So we're going to go into bushcraft, and we're going to say shelter, build, and I'm just going to stick this bad chamber right here like this. And now you can see we need a hoe in order to level the ground. So we're going to go into B, tools, and we need 2 more stones and another stick, and it is getting nighttime. Let's go ahead. Oh, excuse me. How rude of me. We're going to... I hear things. I hear things. Hello? Hello? I hear bunny rabbits, I think. Long hold E to ignite this. Get a little campfire going so we can kind of see over here, to be perfectly honest. All right, so now we can also, we can't cook anything. We need to build this. What do we need for this? Pin recipe. We can put our rope in there. So we need 5 more sticks, and we need 2 stones. No, we need 4 stones to make 2 stone blades and some more sticks for ourselves. So I guess I'm going to go off and gather all that stuff and things. Okay, here we go. We've got all of the... Oh, we need 2 more sticks. Z, give me a tree right here. I don't want to, like, cut down a whole entire tree. I just need a couple sticks. And bam, palooza action. That should be enough for that. So now let's come into here. And can we build it? Yes, we can. Can you build it? Yes, you can. We need to build some weapons, too, real fast so we can go deal with the stuff on the beach. But if we come over here now, you can see I can hit E to level the ground, which is super important for this village. You have to make sure you have level space to put everything. But there we go. Now, if we pin this recipe, you can see we need 2 long sticks. So I need to cut down a tree. We'll get the sticks for that so we can get to cooking meats and mushrooms. And then the log so I have a place that I can rest my weary head. Oh, boy. More gathering. The name of any of these games in the beginning is just gather, 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 gather. All right, we got a couple logs here. So one of the cool things about this game is that it doesn't seem like items on the ground disappear. Well, unless you hoe the area where those items are, and then that does disappear. So we can actually just come over here, toss this log on the ground, right? and then we can come back over here and grab these other logs, and we can bring them over and just lay them on the ground as needed. Of course, we're not going to do that. We're going to go ahead and actually pop them in here. I just wanted to show you that that is an available option. And so now some of these buildings will not get built off of the first thing. Essentially think like real life, right? You got to build your foundation, and then you got to build your walls, you know, like the structure for the walls, and then you put your stucco up or your drywall, and then you got to do all the individual pieces before you can make the full thing. Some things, like in the case of this one, it's a one and done kind of deal. These are all just add-ons. If you've ever played Valheim or Nightingale or games like that, you know that certain machines have certain add-ons that improve it, and that's what we're doing here. So we can look at this, we can hit T and access the storage of the cooked food rack. We can look at this, and then we have the option of cooking things. There's no recipes, like it doesn't show you what you need. You have to just kind of figure it out on your own. So the onions, the garlic, the meat, you can kind of see here where everything's grayed out, means we have nothing to put in here right now, but it is available to us, so we'll go ahead and do that. And now, one of the real reasons why I mentioned the dropping stuff is because if our inventory gets full, I can just hit X while I'm hovering over things, and it'll just drop it on the ground, and it's just going to stay there indefinitely. So let's go ahead and get our shelter built up, and we'll show you what the next phase is. All right, so now we have our foundation down. And now you can notice that because I pinned the shelter, once we're on to this next step, it just automatically shows us what the next thing is. So we can go ahead and add in the rope, and now we need some sticks and long sticks. Oh boy, which is going to be a lot of this. So the third step is going to be bark. So we're going to chop down a few more trees to get our sticks. We'll chop the long sticks down into the bark and stuff, which actually we have, I think, is there 4 bark right here? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's actually, I think we need 6 barks. That's almost enough. So, all right, back to chopping the trees. And now we're on to the last section of this. So now let's go ahead and long hold T on all this bark and pick it all up and supply it. And let's build our final shelter. So now the unfortunate part, even in single player, is that you can't sleep the night away. Like, it won't just automatically progress the nighttime to daytime when you go to sleep. It will progress time, but it's just kind of real time. So as I'm laying here, time is just going like normal. Nothing really sped up. But one of the cool things about it is we're going to get a resting buff, which will make us kind of a little bit stronger, a little bit faster, and all that sort of stuff. I think it also maybe uses food and stuff less, but it'll also heal us. And that's the big part here, is that if we don't have the items to heal, we can come lay in bed to get some heals. I am not, because we have work to do. But we can also, if we look at this, we can say manage house. So if we have a villager, we can actually assign the villager to this house and let it be theirs to sleep in, which is going to be awesome. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and see. Can we make, we need a stone knife. Let's go ahead and craft our stone knife. Let's go ahead and craft a torch. We're not worried about the fishing pole right now, but we do have like bait and fishing poles. Weapons. We need sticks, and we've got all the resin for that. We're going to want a flimsy club as soon as possible. Oh boy. So we've got our fire, we've got our shelter. Now we're going to need a way to collect water for our villagers. One of the things we can do is we're going to put down a rain collector, and we're just going to stick this bad mamma jamma right here, level the land out, and then we'll be able to see what we need for this. So we need sticks and long sticks to build that. I want to find, where is one of our water collectors? I believe there's one right here. So eventually we'll get a well, which is right, where's it at? Right here, a water well, and it requires the rain collector to be built. But then we can put this on top of this natural water collector, and that'll give us the ability to get some water, which, speaking of which, I need to go ahead and drink. So, all right, so that is all that. Let's go ahead and get some more stuff placed down. Magic, the Eye of Odin. So this is going to be super, super, super important. Let me see, what do I want? I'm going to put all of our houses on this side. We might as well put our magic items here, and then we'll put our workstations back here, maybe? How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Let's go ahead and... Oh, this is kind of a weird little... Yeah, we'll put all our magic items here, and then we'll put some of our workbenches over here. So let's go bam, right here. Level out this land, and we'll pin this recipe. So I need a bunch of long sticks, and stones, which break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Okay, and that's going to get us our first villager. We've got some torches that we can put down now so we can see a little better, which I'm not going to waste my time on that. So yes, all right, I'm going to go off and just harvest some more trees and get these things built up. Oh, we've got our first item of food we can cook. So I still need to heal a little bit more. So I popped in, you can just right click and it'll pop it in here. And now you can see we've got our status bar down here. And now you can see we've got a cooked onion. If we leave this in here for too long, it's going to turn it into basically charcoal. So we don't want that. So we're going to pop it out of our inventory here. And now I can deposit this with the R button. I can open T and actually use it. So now I don't have to drag this into my inventory to eat it. I can just left click on it and bam, there you go. You can see you regain a bit of health and I ate a cooked onion. Yum, yum. So now I'm also placing these sticks over, the long sticks over here for a reason. I'm trying to finish building up the Eye of Odin here so we can watch the villager actually build this up. So I need 2 more sticks and some more stones, so I'm getting on that. Okay, so we have one more step to go with the Eye of Odin, and you can see it requires large stones. Now, when I break down the blood shards or some of the smaller stone masses, we are going to get large stones from them, like this right here. And just like the logs, you can only carry 1 at a time. So conveniently, I have 2 sitting right here. So let's go ahead and pop that. That is not the button. Let's pick this back up and hit R. There we go. Now we can supply it and bam, let's get this built. All of your tools, by the way, have durability, so eventually this hammer is going to break on us. I haven't noticed a way to repair tools, but they're cheap enough that you can just make new ones anyway. Bam, look at this. We now have our Eye of Odin, which is this creepy looking stone eyeball. We're gonna open up the storage and we're gonna toss all these blood shards in here. And now we can say, activate. Now we're going to get a choice of 2 different villagers. And if we look at it, we have 2 stats that are available for us to look at, and then 3 hidden ones that will become available once they spawn in. So we've got Mighty Vigor. I possess exceptional stamina and strength, so that's kind of cool. I am a natural born hunter. So this guy's a hunter, which would be good if we have a hunter's hut for him to go out and catch animals for us. This guy looks like he can harvest food, specifically mainly during fall, and he's also got Mighty Vigor. I think we're going to get into hunters closer. So we're going to go ahead and select this guy, say confirm. And now you can see the Eye of Odin is calling to the ether. And we've got 5 minutes for him to come on in. So while we're waiting for him, you know what? We're going to go ahead and build another shelter. We're going to leave these items on the ground for this Yahoo to build when he gets here. But I'm going to build a shelter specifically for him. And then also, let's look at our new stuff and things. So I don't need anything there. I'm not worried about that. Well, we need to build the rain collector before we can get the well. We don't have any more magic, but bam. So now we can build jobs for these guys. So all of these items are going to be things that the workers will be able to access and have a job. We can set tasks, or we can use them ourselves. The first one we're going to want is the gatherer's pit, because we're going to need food so we can set somebody to gather. So I think I'm going to set all of the workstations off this direction, and then we'll be able to kind of have him go off into the woods over here in order to grab stuff and things. And we'll leave it kind of close to the fire. So let's go ahead and put this right down here. It is so damn dark in this game, and I apologize that nighttime is so long. So let's go ahead and pin the recipe. You can see it requires terraforming. So I'm going to get this terraformed up. Right next to this, we're going to go ahead and just place the woodcutter's pit. And, oh, it's so hard to see at nighttime. What do we got in our way here? It looks like there is an item in the way. What is it telling us? You cannot build here overlapping with obstacles. Oh, I wish it was. Oh, yeah, right here. It's overlapping with the natural water collector. Hey, we've survived our first day. Very, very nice. Can I place this on this side, maybe? B, woodcutter's pit. It does look like I can place it over here, but I want to make sure I can also place the stone cutter. So let's go ahead and bam, we'll place this here and then go B and place the stone cutter's pit right behind it. I think that'll look cool. Oh, we need to chop this tree down, don't we? Yeah, that tree's got to come down. All right, I can't chop the tree down. Damn it. All right, let's maybe place it back over here then, like along this other side. Right, bam, right there. So that's going to be all of our workstations we can do. And then the flags, we can set these as markers to say, hey, prioritize this area to grab the things you need. And or, hey, if you can't find anything close to base, go off and about to these markers. I'm not worried about that right now. So I guess I need to get all of this stuff built. You can pin 5 different recipes. So you can see right here now we have all these recipes being built, as well as I need to build another shelter. So I'm going to get building all of this stuff, and then we'll be back, hopefully once our villager has spawned in. Okay, we're still waiting for our villager. He's pretty close. I went ahead and made the rain collector because he's going to have enough other stuff to build. We do have a shelter, but now we have the ability to build the well. And you can notice that, like, if I'm over here, it's just red. But the moment I go on one of these natural water collectors, it gives me the option to build it. And so now we can pin this recipe, and it's just going to require sticks and stones. May break my bones. So here we go. So I'm going to get working on this just because the villagers will drink water from this rain collector, and I am going to drink out of over here in this well. But yeah, there we go. All right, we are moving on with it. Oh, so close to having our first villager. Hey, and our first villager has arrived. So now let's take a look at our map here. There you go. You can see Gerd is now part of our tribe, but you can also see all of our other little items here, which are pretty great. So now with Gerd, we're going to want to come over here, and we're going to want to go manage house, and we're going to want to assign him the house. So it looks like, oh, he's proficient collecting stone, skinning animals, and agriculture. So that's kind of cool. So we can actually set him as a stone gatherer. But for the time being, we are going to set him to just basically build. So if I hit tab, that's going to bring up all of our settlement stuff and things. We can actually like look at like the houses, and we can click on it and see who's assigned here, or we can see general problems. So 75% of our structures are defenseless, and we have no food production building, which kind of sucks. So the way that these guys, if you don't have them assigned, you can see he's just called a builder. What is this? Hide the villager from online map. Show only this villager on the map. Huh, interesting. So we can see he's got mighty vigor, so he's strong. He's a natural born hunter. He will tend to crops. He will, he's a feeble logger, so he's shit at wood cutting, but he is good at stone breaking. We can also come in here and click on this, and we can adjust their schedule. Some of these guys like to stay up at nighttime, or if we have so many villagers that we want to make sure we stagger when they wake up and when their leisure times are, so that way they're not crowding around the rain collectors or the food. We can adjust all of this if we want to. All we have to do is click on these items that we want up here, and then we can click on a time slot, and then it'll put it there for us. We're just going to leave him as basic bitch normal. So what he's going to do is he's not going to gather any of the logs and stuff, I don't believe. But he is going to prioritize our list over here, the pinned recipes. He is going to prioritize these kind of in the order that they are. Not necessarily, but he's going to try. So as long as we get sticks and long sticks, he's going to try and build this up. And where is our little dude? Where did he go off to? He's way over here. Wow, where did you go, Gerd? What are you doing? Where's our guy at? Hello, Gerd. Here he is. We can come over here. Let's wave to this guy. Hello. Hi, Gerd. What's up, Mr. NPC? And you can see he has the builder emblem above his name. Oh, he lacked out stamina. What are you doing, Gerd? What do you got? Oh, is he gonna build the well? Yep, there you go. You saw him just supply it. Did not find any sticks. Yeah, it's all good, man. I'll find you some sticks. Okay, wow. Why is he prioritizing the well? I wonder if it goes from the bottom up. Let's go chop some trees down for him. And actually, let's also go into his inventory and hit T. And then we're gonna put some food into his small items. That way he'll have some food for him to do. But you also notice he's got stone axe, a stone pickaxe, a wood hammer, and a wooden hoe. So he can practically do pretty much everything, which is great. So let's chop a tree down for him, and he should start grabbing this stuff and popping it into the items for us. And so now you can see this is where we start snowballing. So this is where, now that we have our very first villager, this guy should start grabbing items to go fill in all of our building material. Yep, look, here he comes. And watch him come over here, and he's going to grab sticks, because I guess he's wanting to build the well. Isn't that freaking so cool? I love games where the villagers actually do some damn work. They're actually useful for us. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab all of this stuff right here. Look at that, he even picked up a log. I'll grab another one too, buddy. Let's go. Let's get building. That's freaking awesome. That's so epic. I love games when they do this. So now the name of the game is we need to build more shelters. We need to get more shards. And we need to get more villagers doing stuff and things. And watch this. He's going to pop this in here. And now that's going to go to, we only need one more long stick and one more stick. You are amazing, my person. So, all right, we are going to get working on this, because that way I can set him to be a gatherer so he can start collecting food for all of our villagers. And then we have 1, 2, 3, we need 2 more of the shards, which I can go ahead and just stick on into here for the time being to get them out of my inventory. And that's the name of the game. All right, so I'm going to go gather a bunch of materials for this Yahoo to build stuff up with, and then we'll come back once we have a second villager. And bam, we've got our gatherer's hut. So we don't have our second villager yet, but we've got our gatherer's hut. So now we can look at each one of these individual storages. This is a veggie basket, just regular materials, and then fruit basket. So you can see if we have an item, we can hit R to deposit it, like these berries, or the seeds, I should say. And then fibers can go in here. We've got, looks like 1 onion. And then we have, looks like mussels. I don't know why mussels are considered fruit, but yeah, there we go. So the berries in that are in there, which means now my inventory is clear, which is nice. Or we can hit T right here, and we can look at assigned workers, which I'm going to leave this dude as a builder for the time being, because I want him to finish building the other stuff. But if we do assign him, we'll be able to actually add tasks for things that we want to do, which we'll see here in a second. But then I can also access the storage individually from here, which is kind of nice. So there's that. And then what is he working on? Look at this dude. He is just, oh, I love it. I love it. I need to chop more trees down. I also need to get some damn water. Oh, I can't get water out of this now that we've added it. Is there any water in here yet? No, because it hasn't rained. Okay, all right. Well, onwards ho. I need to collect more stuff to get more things built. So now watch this. He didn't go grab these sticks, but if I supply these sticks, look, she is actually, is it a she? It looks like it's a she. Look at this. She's actually building it, and now I can also help build, and look how much faster that goes. Bam. So now we have a woodcutter, which they are terrible at. So we are now going to assign them. We've got all of our buildings built minus the well, which is fine. So we're going to go in here to manage workers. We're going to assign, and now we can go to tasks. And so we can actually say, hey, prioritize these things. So we're going to come, oh, God, we're going to come, no, go back to tasks. Create a task. Here we go. We're going to prioritize fibers as a high, and we're going to prioritize berries as a high. We'll leave the seeds, they will just naturally gather. So we'll leave everything else like this. Here we go. We'll leave everything else basically medium and low. So now they're going to prioritize berries and, oh, actually, you know what? I'd like to prioritize onions as well. Do I have onions on here? Because I saw lots of onions. So let's do that. So we got a healing food, a regular food, and fiber for making rope. So they'll prioritize that. And now what you're going to notice is eventually it's going to say, hey, I can't find food around here. But that's all well and good. And you can already see they're already putting stuff in here. So if you open up the inventory, they've stuck mussels and all that stuff in there. That is absolutely awesome. So now we've got food covered, food and fiber covered. So I just need to finish building this well. And then also I need to get another shelter built, and I need to get another blood shard. So that is what I am going to prioritize. Oh, I'm starting to feel cold. We need to get this fire going. Can't ignite, no fuel. Let's go ahead and add fuel into here and ignite it. We need to grab, I don't know why I wasted a stick on that. I could have turned right around behind me and grabbed the firewood. So let's go ahead and pick up as much of this as we can. And then let's add the firewood in here to keep the fire going, because we are freaking cold. Also, I need to make a dang hammer. Oh crap, I'm wasting all my sticks, but I need to make a hammer. So you notice the hammer's just gone from my inventory, which is kind of nice. It just disappears and it doesn't leave a broken tool in your inventory, which is good deal. So all right, now I'm good to go. Basically, I'm just building up another shelter for our next villager. Eventually, we'll get bigger and bigger buildings that we can put more people into to take up less space, essentially. And I'm still building on this daggum well. Bam, let's put that in there. What am I also missing? I'm missing one more, a blood shard. And it is once again nighttime. It is crazy. What is Homeboy doing? Where's Homeboy at? I don't even see. Oh, is he sleeping? Is he sleeping in his tent? No, he's not in his tent. Where the hell is dude at? Is he just chilling over here? Hey, what are you doing, homie? What's going on? Do you have any? Yeah, see right here. Your workers couldn't find anything. Maybe you consider adding food foraging markers. So what we're going to do is he's already kind of gathering. Like if we come over to our gathering thing, I believe, does it have a show radius? T. I thought it had a showing the radius thing. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't. But there is a radius around here that he will go gather from. So we could either go off in this direction and put a marker like down here, which, you know what, let's go ahead and do that. We'll head off into the dark of night, a little bit of ways from this, not too far, mind you. We'll go right here, let's say, and this might actually, let's go to where we might also get mussels, and then we'll hit B, markers, food foraging marker, pop this down, put in our rope, and now we need some, oh, we got an enemy right there. Oh, that's not going to be good. That means when he comes down here to gather, he's going to have enemies to deal with. What do we need? We need a few sticks. I think it was like 3 sticks. We should have enough of these little trees right here in order to get them. And now he should hopefully appease him for wanting to grab foraging materials. And that should let him come on down here. Can I get around this, please? And bam, build. Oh, yeah, I just made a new hammer, too, which is nice. Build, build, build. It's going to be nice once we have a bunch of villagers that can do all this stuff for us. Bam, so now we have our building marker, and you can see, boom, it is now away. And we should see homeboy, well, he's sleeping right now, but when he wakes up, he should come down here. And, oh, yeah, there we go. Now you can see, there's the purple marker. So we kind of have a little bit of an overlap between our food forager and this food marker, but that means he's going to have this giant area to come forage food in, which will be really good. Now, I need to get one of these blood shards, and I need a smaller one, which is one right here. So I'm going to get the blood shards, continue making the well, and then we're going to get our second villager. Okay, we're about to have the arrival here in 2 minutes of our next villager. I have gone over and placed another food marker because I noticed a bunch of garlic and onion and berries and mushrooms over here. So we'll set them over there. So now we've got quite a few locations. We need to get a stone and a woodcutter marker down as well, but we don't have a villager doing that for us, so not a big deal. I have made a 4th house, so we should be prepared here real soon to get another villager after this one. We are going to need another rain collector here soon, just so all these villagers have enough, enough resources for themselves. And it is so damn dark in this game. But let's go ahead and get on into some of the next items. So we've got all that. In advanced production, we need a workshop pit. So, bam, we're going to grab this. This thing is freaking huge. Now, let's see. What do we want to do here? Can I place it kind of like... Because we've got all of our workstation stuff and things over here. Can I find a location? Man, it'd be really nice if it was daytime so I could see just how well this thing is placed. Bam! There we go. So we'll get that leveled up. Let me see. So the workshop pit, the main reason we need this is because I believe we need the workshop pit in order to... yes, see, we need a workshop pit in order to upgrade all these huts. Upgrading our production lines is going to give us more capacity for storage, and occasionally it will give us different items that we can get from them. And also the structures will, be sturdier, so, they won't freaking break. Oh, wow, we have a natural water selection right there. I really wish I could get rid of stuff like this. Okay, so that's that item. We will put these down here later on. Storage, we want to get a warehouse built up, so let's see... let's put our warehouse, so we've got our workshop pit, let's go ahead and put our warehouse right next to the, workshop pit, why not, and let's get it, see if we can get a good angle here. Do we want to place it maybe, like, down here? We want to make sure that there's enough space that we can add these upgrades. What is in my way here? I really wish you could see, like, what's in the... Oh, right there. Is that going to be decent? I think that'll be okay. All right, so then that'll be our warehouse. We should have enough space to add the add-ons there. And then that'll open up all of our storage stuff and things. Not worried about torches. I will eventually. I do want to get this because when the rabbits start coming in, they take from the inventory of the production buildings. So we're going to get a fence built as soon as possible. These are just decorations. They don't do anything for me right now. I did make the flimsy club, which was 5 sticks and 2 resin, just so now we have a weapon. I don't have any bones yet, so we can't do the upgraded one of those. Don't worry about that. Not worried about that yet. Okay, all right, so those are all the stuff and things. Let's go ahead and pin this and pin this so we remind ourselves of what we're building. And then let's see, what do we got? We got 27 seconds. Homeboy is getting his water. Home girl, sorry, Gerd. I didn't mean to misgender you. I don't know if you're they, them, or him, her. I don't know what, but you are a gatherer. That's all that matters to me is you are doing your job. So, yeah, perfect. I can cook these, by the way. So let's go ahead and come over to our fireplace, and we'll cook up some mushrooms, and then hopefully by the time we get done cooking up mushrooms, our villager will have arrived. Hey, Frederick has arrived, and almost in time for our mushrooms to be cooked. There we go. Cooked mushrooms, which is going to be good because we can put some food in for them. Hey, Frederick, what's up, buddy? You're just a basic-ass bitch builder right now. So we are going to come over here, and we are going to assign you the home, so you are no longer homeless. You are a builder. You have a hoe, so he should come over here potentially. Where'd he go? Where's Frederick at? Frederick, here, there's Gerd. There's Frederick. And Frederick is, yes, leveling the land. Good job, Frederick. Nice. All right, so we also want to put, oh, I can't put cooked food in here. That's miserable. Okay, oh, but I can put cooked food in here, though. So let's deposit that, and there we go. So now they'll have food over here to cook, which will make them, yes, I'm starting to get hungry. Are you going to go off and eat that, homeboy? Dude, look at this. Look, it's so great. I love the fact that they do this stuff. Speaking of which, let's take a look at him. So he doesn't like wet weather. He's strong, can't gather stone, likes to, they're both, look at this. This one, both of them are spring tenders, damn it. But he excels at craftsmanship, which is good. This building that he's building right here will be our production building. So in order to get the bigger trees and the bigger stone, we need this built up so they can make us the large stone pickaxe and the large stone axe, which is what we're going to get this dude set up to do afterwards. So we still need to get a stone gatherer and a log gatherer, but we're getting there. But I think on that note, my voice is completely freaking gone. And if you couldn't tell, I still have a whole bunch of Luma Island to edit. I still have some Minecraft to edit. But I just got excited playing this with my buddy Big Red Jeep. And I just wanted to showcase this to you guys and kind of give you an idea of what this is all about. It's pretty calm and mild-mannered. We haven't encountered the blood moon together yet, which is waves of enemies will come at us, which means we need to get working on defenses and whatnot. But yeah, this is kind of the game. We get these NPCs. The NPCs go off and do stuff and things for us. Eventually, we'll go off and we'll find gods to go attack, or basically, you know, big enemies to go attack. And then we'll have to, you know, defend ourselves and whatnot. Upgrade, you know, the name of open world survival games. But I am thoroughly enjoying this. I think it is an absolute blast. And I hope you have enjoyed this as well. But I'm going to go rest my voice now. Oh boy, it is gone. Anyway, on that note, ta-ta for now. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, comment, share with the universe. And I'll see you guys hopefully when I'm not so sick. Bye.